So tonight I want to do the sherry tasting that I've been talking about for a while. I have 4 sherries here and I'll talk about them. I'm not an expert in sherry by any stretch. These are going to be dry sherries. Sherries can also come in a sweeter style. I'm going to read off my iPad for some of the, just some reminders and hints what each one of them is in case it just tells me something about the character. I don't remember them all that well, but I do to some degree. So sherry is made in Spain and from the Palomino grape. So that specifically I'm absolutely sure of. And then it comes in a variety of different styles. And this is Fino, the lightest, crispest. If I remember anything about this, it had a very big salinity. None of these are expensive. Some of the ones I bought. There's one specifically that I think is a little bit more money. I'll talk about that in a second. Amontillado. So this has a little bit more of an oxidized taste to it. I think that Fino is not oxidized. This is absolutely oxidized. They do this thing where they're aging it in a barrel over the floor, this yeast. Then there's an Oloroso, even more oxidation. This is going to be much darker. This should be a dry Oloroso, though. Some Olorosos are sweet. And then there's the style I've always wanted to try, the Palo Cortado. And this is supposed to be between Amontillado and Oloroso. It either happens by accident or they sort of force it to happen. But it's supposed to be the sweet spot of sherry. There's some stuff on the back here that I can't really read, so maybe I should. So it seems like I'm going to do a disservice to the 3 of the 4 here. So the Fino is specifically meant to drink and pair with things just like a white wine. I'll definitely start with that one. I'm going to pour the other ones in the glass, but they might need time to come up a little bit closer to room temperature, more like serve like a red wine. These are dry. I don't think that, the price point eludes me a little bit here. Should probably look it up. I'm pretty sure they're very inexpensive. I thought all of them were decent when I tried them a long time ago, but nothing special. So these are all these are sub 20. The Amontillado and Fino, the Oloroso, sub 30, but mid 30s, and I'm pretty sure the Palo Cortado is nearing 40. So that one's supposed to be a little bit more special. Ooh, funky. It's kind of funky. Very funky aroma. It's a Palomino grape. Ooh. I am not sure what to think of that aroma. It's a little chamomile, but then there's like a cheese rind, like a stinky cheese, like a camembert or something. You can smell a little of the salinity, seashells. It's got a weird aroma, and this is a style that's pretty unique. So also pair this with things like fish and sushi, sashimi. It even says it on the back of the bottle, but. Little smokiness. These are fortified wines, though, specifically, so they are fortified. Very dry. It's pretty good. Long mouth feel. Acidity's there. Salinity. Kind of tastes a little bit like an aged white. I guess I like it better than I thought. Olives. Not maybe it's supposed to be this one. Appetizer type wine for sure. I think that's how they typically do this. It's not bad. I have not had more than 2 or 3 Finos in my life. Don't remember the brands. I tried to buy the most expensive ones I could find just to see if I could get a good expression of this. It's a sour component. it's very difficult. I've never had, I don't have enough experience with this, so I'm stumbling and fumbling over my words, and it's got a uniqueness though to it. It absolutely is unique. So I don't know if this is a screw cap or what the deal is here. I guess we'll find out. Oh, it just pops off cork. Kind of like a port wine. So this is the Amontillado, and it should be much darker. It absolutely is. But like I just read, and this is aged longer, and this smells funky too. It smells like caramel though. First nose, caramel. Not sweet caramel. No, caramel nonetheless. Let's first aroma out of here. Nutty, definitely a nuttiness. A nut butter. Like a cashew butter. Absolutely. So again, an interesting aroma for sure. I'll go back to the other one. This should be warmer. Not 50 degrees. This should be more closer to 60. Well, you know, in a little bit of time it'll warm up. I could always revisit later. It's just aroma. The Fino smells like an aged white, and then it smells like something totally different. All in the same inhale. There's definitely a briny saltiness in there too. Interesting. It's like they added salt. It's kind of crazy. Inhaled a little bit. This is most definitely stronger. Oh yeah. Yeah, so the alcohol is much higher. Caught me off guard there. 15%, 18.5%. So fortified wine. This is definitely something you would pair. You know, olives, I think I saw was a very good pairing with Amontillado, but good appetizer type stuff, I guess. I don't know if these need more time to open up. Seem okay right now. I don't know what happened to the... Oh, I already... I don't know what to make of this one. I think I like the Fino better. I don't know what to make of this. Maybe it needs to warm up a little more. It's very strong. Very nutty. Aromas come across on the palate. Yeah, I like the Fino better so far. Oh, chestnut. Like the skin of a chestnut too. That bitterness is definitely there. I'm going to do the Pelo Cortado or the Oloroso should be extremely dark. Similar color to the Amontillado. This has got more age to it though. See how much stronger this is. 20% alcohol. I think the Pelo Cortado should be next. 21%. Gosh, these are some... I mean, they're fortified, like port wine's fortified. Similar to the Amontillado. This has got more of a deeper aroma. It's got a nicer, more pleasant aroma. It's got an almond butter thing. Almonds. Like a mahogany smell. Mahogany wood smell. Yeah, this one's got more character. Yeah, the Oloroso is better to me. It's stronger, but I like how it tastes. Gosh, I don't know what you pair this with, though. It's got to be something. Yeah, these are very unique, and it's difficult for me to put it into words, and it's a category that I'm just not. You know, I could have come to the table more prepared, more, but I've had these wines in there for a while, and it's just time to open them up. They're very warming. Gosh, that's really warming. Perla Cortado. I'm guessing this one just gets a lot more age. Yeah, the colors are between the two. Oh, almost looks a little hazy. Definitely smells a little different. I just don't know what I would enjoy these with. I could see the Oloroso being a nice little after-dinner drink. If you want a dry after-dinner drink, the Oloroso is perfect. Like, you don't want a sweet, but something different with some with power, 20%. Obviously, you can't pair it with dessert. Maybe with like a cheese. Some type of cheese in Oloroso would probably work. I'll have to do a little bit more research to see what you pair these with. What are the classic pairings of sherry? This has a nutty aroma, but this also smells like there's a floral. Some wilting roses, wilting flowers, some baking spice. This one smells the best. Yeah, it's... I don't know what to compare it to. God, this has a funny smell. Now it smells like feet. Oh, it's very pungent now. Like a very stinky cheese, an extremely stinky cheese. Gosh, that's such a crazy aroma. It had... This is the nuttiest. The Oloroso is definitely the nuttiest aroma. Roasted chestnut, almond butter. Probably the most pleasant tasting, but wow, that alcohol kicks in. Ooh, you can feel all 21%. Wow. Woo. Same thing with this though, after dinner drink with something, cheese. Again, I don't know what you're at. These are all very dry, extremely dry. There's, you almost expect sweetness from the Oloroso in this, but they're not. They're bone dry. Very interesting wines. Very interesting. Definitely an area I'd want to explore more educationally. I don't know that I want to explore more of sherry, maybe. Not quite sure. Maybe the pairings. Maybe in the right setting with the right food, tapas. You know, little plates, pair all these wines with all the little plates. I could see that being a lot of fun. You know, plate of olives, you go with the Amontillado. Some kind of stinky cheese, maybe with the stinky wine. Then you get to some deeper, earthier dishes, an earthy dish maybe with one of these, but I don't know. I don't know. These will put you on your butt, though, too. Maybe the Oloroso is my favorite. This is good. The aroma is the best here, but on the palate, it's hot, very hot, and it should be. It's 21%. I just don't quite think, in my present state, my present age, present palate, that these are my thing right now. I will do some more research. I will pair them with something. I'm going to cap all these and refrigerate them. I gotta suspect the Oloroso, it means they're fortified, so like port they'll last longer, but they're not. But they're dry fortified, so they might turn quicker than a port, which has that sugar in it. I don't know. Have to look into it. Fun tasting, educational for sure for me, because I did a tasting on sherry. I just don't remember it, and this one's like, I thought I was going to drink this with the sushi. No, I don't think so. God, that's got a stinky cheese taste now too. I think that's I don't know. Obviously at a loss. We'll do more research. Certainly I could do an update, but I'm going to end this one here. Long video for this type of tasting, for these just 4 wines, 4 sherries from Spain. I'm not trying to insult anyone that loves sherry or from Spain. I just don't think my palate's at this level for this type of dry fortified wine. There's definitely a place for it. I think these got to be with food. Maybe that's what it is. These would go really well with food. Just to cut a lot of that alcohol too. I mean, it's very warming. Very warming. That's it. I will do a little bit more research. Come back with anything I've learned. If I do try one of these again with some type of pairing and it goes well, I will certainly mention it. I'm going to go pick a different wine for my sushi on its way. Not quite sure what. Maybe no sparkler. Kind of in the mood for some type of white, but I have to look through what I have. All right. Have a good night.